In this video, I'm going to review the performance of our option trade alert service. In particular, I'm going to look at how the trades have performed over the last 2 weeks. These are for trades that are designed to last up to a week each. So these are relatively short-term trades, they're swing trades. It's kind of in and out over the course of a week. And this right here, this lists all the trades that we posted, all the trade alerts that we sent. And you can see here it shows the exact option with the underlying stock ticker symbol, the expiration date, the strike price, and the type of option it is. And this is everything that we've posted and how, in terms of trade alerts that have actually completed, where the trade has reached completion. And when we post a trade alert, we'll indicate a profit target and a time limit. And it's whichever of those two is hit first, that's what causes the trade to be completed. So if it reaches its profit target before the time limit, then the trade is completed and it's got a profit. If it reaches its time limit, then it's automatically done and closed, and whatever the option price is at that point, that's the final price. And sometimes that's profitable, sometimes it's not. So if you look here at these trades, you can see this one here had a return on investment of 27.5%, this one for AEO, because the price of the option at the time of entry was $1.97 per contract. And by the end of the trade, it was $2.52 a contract. And so just taking that difference there and calculating, well, what is that in terms of profitability? That's a 27.5% profit, 27.5% return on investment. And as you go down the list here, you can see how these different trades performed. This one came in with a negative 4% return. This one was 25.5%. And you go down the list. This one was just barely above break even, whereas these ones had nice gains. And you keep going down the list, you see that we had a really nice trade here. This one for TPR, Tapestry. This one turned out really well. The underlying stock gapped up and just gave us an oversized profit on that one. But there are losses in here as well. And so let's see here. So overall, the bottom line over that 2-week period is 14 wins and 5 losses. And the average return of these is 22.1%. So over that 2-week period, the average return of one of these option trades was 22.1%. And let's put that in perspective, okay? So these trades are designed to last up to a week, right? So imagine, just think of it as, a 1-week investment. And like I just said, these on average, they made a 22.1% return on investment for a trade that lasted a week. And so if you annualize that, if you say, okay, well, if that were to happen every single week, what would that equate to? That'd be more than a 1,000% annual return on investment. Now, let's keep it real. That's not going to happen. Averaging 22% return per trade on 1-week trades, that's not something that's sustainable on a week in and week out basis. So it's not like this is just some sort of an ATM machine that's going to keep paying out money. There's real risk involved, and it's not a straight line to building wealth. But I'll also say that weeks like these or periods like these are not abnormal. We've seen these before. And so periods like these, this is where you can really start to grow an account. So there's going to be weeks where the account doesn't grow, or where the account, where there's more losses than wins and your account even goes down in value, because there is real risk and there will be losing weeks. But when you add in, periods like this, where the average return on a 1-week investment is 22%, that's where some big things can start to happen with growing your account. Let's take a look at the chart on one of these, just so you can get a feel for what the actual underlying stock is doing on one of these. I pulled up AIG over here. So here's a trade alert that we posted for AIG options. You can see it ended up in a victory. And we posted the trade alert on November the 21st. And if you click this, you can see like the details of the trade setup itself. This is a detailed trade alert. And so basically it called for an entry right at the opening bell. And AIG, it's a really large finance and insurance company. And so the opening bell on November the 21st was the entry. And so this right here is November the 21st. This is a stock chart, and each of these price bars represents one day of price activity. And so this is right where the underlying stock was at the opening bell, is right here. And you can see there's like a little wick there. So at some point, the price, perhaps near the opening bell, the price went down and shuffled around a little bit. But we sent the trade alert right as the market opened, meaning this is the general area where the entry was. And now if you look at when did the trade finish? It finished the same day because it hit its profit target. We set a profit target and it hit it. And so that means the profit target was somewhere on this day. So this is a trade, the trade isn't designed to last just a day, but we post a trade that's designed to last up to a week, and sometimes there's just a big move right after we post a trade, and nobody's complaining about that. And so that's what happened here. So this one bar, it's interesting because there's all these bars, right? But we captured this at the perfect time, and just this one bar gave us a lot of juice. How much juice? A 32% return on investment for a trade that lasted just one day. So that was fantastic. We caught this right when we needed to. If you do any sort of technical analysis, you can see this thing was kind of coming down to a support level right here. And we called it right there. We said this one has a back-tested edge, meaning we've seen a trade setup like this before with AIG, and we were able to identify how many times has it happened before and how did it perform in those times. And based on that information, we said this might be one where the odds could be in your favor. And obviously it did turn out that way. If you have any questions about our services here at Stock Market Guides or just about the market in general, you can contact us anytime. Our email address is support@stockmarketguides.com.